All right, so y'all, welcome back. We have a new video. Today we are talking about car loans. And the reason why car dealers don't really care about your FICO score. Now, a lot of people that you run into, they look at their credit all the time and they see a high number and say, I got good credit, I can get anything I want. You know what I mean? That's not accurate. Most car dealers care about your car history. They want to know if you ever had a car before. You can walk in there right now with a credit score of 850, but if you don't have no car history, then they don't really want to take on the risk unless you give them at least half down of whatever. If they're going to ask you, well, are you willing to put 50% down of what the car costs? Then they probably consider you with bank statements, with a decent address. Because at the end of the day, you got to understand, when you are trying to get a loan and when you are trying to ask the banks for some money, that is a risk. And like I say, the banks want to deal with you, but they want to make sure, like, if you had a car in the past, did you pay your car note on time? Did you get the car repoed? And they want to know why, at the age you are at now, how come you never establish car credit? How come you never establish credit? That's why I talk about why is credit so important, because most of these places think like, well, if you smart, you should establish car credit, you should establish credit card credit, you should establish some type of loan credit. These are the three most things you want to do. You want to have a nice credit card, you want to have a good car credit history, and you want to have a good loan history. These three things can make you get anything you want. It's not just about having good credit. The score is great. The score is just a way to be able to, open certain doors if you have the budget as well, because having good credit doesn't do too much unless you sell your trade lines to other people who already have good car credit history and stuff like that, because it can benefit them while you're trying to boost your score up. Because like, this is how you can start though, y'all. You might not have a whole lot of money, so let's say if a car is on a lot and the car costs 10K, 15K, 20K, you can start off with something cheap just to get the car credit history going, right? So you can do that for about 6 months and then keep upgrading, then get into like a 30K loan, then get into a 50K loan, then a 100K loan, and keep working your way up. The thing that you want to do is keep increasing the car credit limit history. That's your main goal. A $100,000 car, a $150,000 car, a $200,000 car. And once you start doing that, that's when you can go to these lots and say, okay, cool, I want this car. They're going to look at your car credit history and say, okay, no money down, you can get this car. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole finesse and the whole goal, especially if you got a business, if you got good credit, good auto history on your personal and your business. That's where you can go get your dealer's license and they'll give you 20, 30, 40 cars. You know what I mean? If you establish that type, it's all a strategy to doing everything. If you got that strategy down packed, you can do damn near anything you want. But you have to go off of the way things are structured. And don't let everybody trick you thinking that, okay, you smack some trade lines and some primaries, that's it. No. Like, if you want to be the best and have the best score, you want to master everything. So if okay, cool, I need primaries, I need trade lines, and I need car credit history. Okay, cool, let me go get a cheap car and work my way up. Okay, cool, I got a $20,000 loan. All right, cool. Hey, tell a person, whoever sold you the car, hey, I want to upgrade to this $80,000 car. Okay, now you want another $50,000 loan. You got the down payment, you put the down payment down. Now 6-7 months, then you keep upgrading, and that's your credit history. You know what I mean? Now when you go to a Lamborghini lot or something, you at 200,000, now they looking like, okay, cool, you made your payments on time, you did this. They just act like when you go to a lot like that, oh yeah, we're just going to check your credit score and this and that. They don't care about your credit score. They care about your car credit history. That's all they care about. And this is the reason why I'm making this video, because I know a lot of people want to get into Turo and they want to get into these nice cars, and everybody think it's easy. It used to be a lot of people used to say, man, I cash out everything, man, we don't pay no notes. That's the black version of the regular broke person. You feel me? That's not smart to just cash out cars, because life is all about credit history. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you get ahead with everything, from your loans to your credit cards to your cars. is good credit history, having good relationships. Relationships is just not on the street. Relationships is everywhere. Relationships is in these banks. Relationships is at these car lots. Relationships is with these credit card companies. You know what I mean? This is how you're going to be able to take your life to the next level with history. You know what I mean? Just like when you meet somebody, you can go ask your friend that you knew for 10 years for a nice amount of money versus somebody you just met, because it'll seem weird. You know what I mean? That's why when you buy trade lines, you buy trade lines with older history. That's why when you try to get primaries, it's good to keep a good relationship. When you got a friend and you want to be able to ask them or borrow money or ask for favors, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be the bad friend. You're going to keep a good relationship with that friend, correct? You know what I mean? So that's the same way you want to do everything. Anything that you do, you want to keep good relationships. A lot of people are so used to messing up relationships for some reason, and they do the same thing with their bills. They do the same thing with their credit, and that's a very bad thing, because later on you end up needing these people, or you end up needing these credit companies and these banks that you messed up with, and nobody will be there for you. You know what I'm saying? You don't really get too many chances in life. Like, you know what I mean? You can make a mistake. You can't keep running out in the middle of the street and not get hit once. So you want to definitely live life like you don't get many chances. You got to treat life like it's like how it is. You know what I'm saying? You can be here one day and be gone tomorrow. When people understand that, then that's when they win in life. So I just wanted to put y'all up on game about car history and, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more about credit, because I know a lot of people, like, you know, trying to work their life up and get to the next level. Now, I appreciate everybody that's subscribing to Kevo Fans. I appreciate everybody that's subscribing to my OnlyFans right now, man. I appreciate everybody. Make sure y'all go hit that subscribe on that OnlyFans. Go hit that subscribe on that Kevo Fans, man. Keep subscribing to my YouTube channel, man. Whatever y'all want me to talk about, always comment in the comment section. You know what I mean? We just trying to take it to the next level. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, bandman_KEVO, Kevo. So all the people that be coming up to my, hey, Bandman Kevo and all this, that's not my name. So yeah.